Alright, we have the positive effects of social robotics. And our first argument is in the medical field. It is proven that social robotics can help children with autism because it can pick up on human behaviors and how they respond to humans better than like a human could. So it can be easier to deal with children that have autism. You'll know exactly what they're doing, you'll know what they're trying to get across, like the point they're trying to make, which can be difficult to find out if you didn't have this robot.
Robotics and animals. They can keep your animals entertained and active while you're out of the house, like the picture down there shows. And it can also keep your pet out of trouble, and your children can also play with the robot.
Yeah, go to the video.
There's a video over there.
Let me go back.
Backspace.
Alright. There are kinds of social robots that can program themselves to entertain animals, as Jeremy said, such as the fetching machine, which we're about to watch a video of.
I would play with that all day. They just won. Alright, our next point is about baby social robotics. And what that can do is help parents who are also inexperienced and also parents who are thinking about having a child but aren't sure if they want to have it at that time. So what these robots can do is act as like a tool that you can figure out how like a baby would work and how to take care of the baby. And also you can use it in like hospitals to help out with that, and then like daycare centers also to help figure out how the babies work.
Argument.
Okay, would you please now begin your rebuttal?
So you guys said that having robots can make people lazy and whatever, but they couldn't really be lazy because to get a job with using robots and all that stuff, they have to be programmed and require skilled labor instead of just, you know, putting something cap on a toothpaste or whatever. And so they'd have to be less lazy and go through more school to get a skilled job to be able to program and build the robots. And then the skilled jobs would pay more, so that would cover the cost of building the robots or buying one to help with your whatever,
You said that with lonely people that are lonely, maybe had more social interaction with the robot than people who weren't lonely. But I would think that would be more like a positive thing, because you'd think that lonely people would want to be happy. Even if it was a robot, they would want something to bring some joy into their lives besides be lonely all the time.
Alright, and we also have that you said it would be expensive, but if you got like a robotic animal for a child that wouldn't be able to take care of it, it'd actually end up being less expensive in the long run because you wouldn't have to keep buying it food or all the other expenses like going to the vet or anything like that. Anybody else?
And rebuttal.
Okay. Opportunity for this side to rebut.
You go first with your thing. The additional points. What's the additional points? Yeah. So Tanner, go put up our PowerPoint. Do you have the additional points?
said in the medical world that it can help with autism, but are you saying like it can help? Because like robots don't have emotions, so like that there's the intellectual and emotional intelligence of humans that you can never program into a robot.
About the emotional feelings, they're not going to be able to make quick decisions.
They can
Life
pick
saving.
the hospital. It's not life-saving decisions. It's picking up
We
on
require
it.
during your rebuttal.
Okay, you good? I'm just gonna get you back. Alright. I'll click the button.
Wow. Okay, so if you had the whole baby thing they were talking about before with the robots and stuff, like that's a real good idea and it's cool, but realistically, how many parents are going to be able to afford and buy those robots? I mean, they're just going to be ridiculously expensive. And that's like right now there's only one, maybe two, so it'd be years and years and years before you even had a chance to get one of your own, and then even at that point people wouldn't be able to afford them. Continue on like the affording thing, that's gonna further stretch out the class system in the way that now not only are you gonna have like an expensive house and an expensive car, and then your middle class kind of people and the people that can't even afford a house. Now you're gonna have the people that have robots. They're gonna think they're better than everyone else, and lower people, you know, they're gonna try and strive for things that they really don't need, and just gonna make a greater difference between people and overall their social interaction. You know, because now you're not good enough to talk to somebody because they got a robot and you don't. If you had the robot, I mean, eventually it's gonna break like everything else. I mean, you're gonna have to have industries that make parts. You're gonna have to buy all those new parts. It's not just the initial cost of the robot, but the maintenance and keeping up with it, if in fact you could afford it, which most people couldn't. And generally, from now and past years, there's always been a bad economy. Our country's always been in a debt. So realistically, nobody's gonna be able to have them. So. Okay.
We get your rebuttal.
Okay, thank you for watching our 2009 CIM Social Robotics Debate. Please take time to make a comment to let us know who the winner is, whether it be the Pro Robotics group or the anti-social robotics group. Thank you.
We need things.